Hello, good day everyone, and welcome again to my blog. So officially, this will be Naval Aviator Diary Session 0171. So yeah, it's supposed to be that I should be updating my blog quite frequently, but apparently I've been very busy this past few weeks about what's going on. For starters, since that my spy camera is now fully operational, it took me several weeks to figure out what to do on how to get a video on an action camera without being noticed. I finally figured it out. I just had to, of course, insert what do you call this, my Insta360 Go 3 action camera on my coveralls, specifically on the middle part of my body on my coveralls, and there we go. I've already had a fully functioning one and in almost 4K resolution. So aside from that, I've also been busy lately on taking a lot of videos using that spy camera, the Insta360 Go, and it has led me to several numerous let's just say that I was what do you call this, it led me to the production of several more videos in good resolution. I also kind of made a new method in making in producing videos in a more good resolution, because the technique I was using before the technique that I was using before was not that efficient when it comes to later when it comes to post processing or post editing, because the resolution seems to be a little bit down. So I kind of resolved it on my post-editing videos using the green screen method, which is kind of effective. Before, I was using the same method as this one, like I'm using right now. Although it is good, it's somewhat degenerates the quality of videos I made on the action camera. So it has led me to make some trial and error methods to use during my post editing of my action cam my videos. Anyway, I think it was a good trial and error phase, and I think we could see the big comparisons on how my film was recorded. I mean, the action camera, the film that was recorded by the action camera, sorry. Yeah. I really apologize about that. Sorry about my English. I wasn't exactly good about on my English, so I had sometimes to struggle and find the words that I have to say. Also, one more thing. It seems that during this past weekend, I am also making some, let's just say, research or investigations on what methods or what apps that I have to use for my VTubing software. For the moment, I'm still doing the manual type of VTubing. So, VTubing is actually a combination of several, software apps. So at the moment, I am also researching, new ways on or methods or apps that I will have to use for when it comes to VTubing. I have already found out several apps here that would be which probably I'll have to investigate later on, on the extent of how useful this app would be. So just give me a second here. I'm just gonna brought it up on screen. Okay, so this is one of the things that I would like to investigate later on. Probably this is so-called Dance Dream VR, but this is of course an Apple. Probably this is for Apple devices, but I'm not sure if I could export it somewhere on what do you call this? If I could export this software on the Windows or Windows operating system, because I probably needed some extra software for my dance videos. So I was planning to make dance videos as more like a cover for every season of my work as a VTuber, or at least every year. So this might prove, but I'll investigate this one later on in Apple. I do have an Apple device on my iPad, but I'm not sure how effective is this one, because there's a lot of apps on VTubing that are always in beta phase, and somewhat the creators or the software devs did not even finish it, or not a fully functioning one. So resulting that most apps on VTube, or most VTubing apps are let's just say buggy and a lot of errors. Well, what can I say is that most VTubing apps here, there's a lot of VTubing apps, that's what I can tell, but the problem with these kinds of apps is that they never left off the beta phase of the, in other words, it's always on the test phase and always a prototype type of app. So there's very few apps in the VTubing space that have really made it to commercial commercial what do you call this, commercial use. So in other words, options are very limited when it comes to animating on VTubes. Anyway, this is one of the programs. I'll probably have to check another one. Doll Dancer MMD Vroid is also, I am considering investigating as of the moment for my VTubing apps. All of these two are dancing apps for VTubing. I'll probably have to investigate which ones work and which ones do not work effectively. Also, there's also one VTubing ads I like to take a look. This one, custom cast, but this is something about Vroid, and I don't really need a new model because my current one is already well, sufficient enough for my for my VTubing. So custom cast, but I'll still investigate this one as well. It might be worth checking out later on. Also, AI calendar recorder. This is good for mostly a combination of real life and VTubing apps, but this is of course on the iPad, iPhone software. It's mostly, all of that I research here is mostly related on Apple software. Yeah. Track. This one is a bad thing. I'm not sure, but it does have promising because it has some sort of tracking motions. But I don't know. I got negative, comments about this one. Now, Mikuture is also good from the looks of it. It seems that it also is designed for the iPad and of course for your VTube avatar, so your avatar could dance Miku Hatsune style. Yeah, I know. So I think that's several programs that I would have to investigate later on. Also, we have the Vtuber tool Ribla Broadcast, but unfortunately this is still one in the beta version, and it's what can I say, I'm not sure if this one is buggy. Although it's free, that doesn't exactly mean that this app will not be buggy. So yeah, that's the app that I would be currently investigating right now, just to enhance my VTubing knowledge as well. For now, the VTubing software I use is sufficient enough, which is Magic Mirror. I highly suggest that you give this a try when it comes to VTubing, VTubing software to animate your VTubing, or to what do you call this? Animate your your VTube model. The problem with this app, Magic Mirror, this one that I'm using right now, is that the options are quite limited. It's still not comprehensive when it comes to actions. Emotions are quite limited. However, it is, although limited, it is sufficient enough to animate my Vroid or my VTube model, but like what you're seeing right now. Oh yeah, sorry about that. I got a lot of phlegm on my mouth. But anyway, point here is there are a lot of VTubing softwares available, and VTubing is a combination of course, I've already said this. VTubing is a combination of a lot of softwares, and there's a lot of programs that are available. However, only few of them are actually functional. Also, one more thing that I'll try to look up is this Lupet X as well. It seems to be promising. However, it does have some sort of, from what you're looking at here, you have to connect. But anyway, Lupet X, yeah, this is the name. Lupet X is actually quite good for VTubing software as well. Although that's not, I don't know, I'm still currently investigating it, but so far it is promising for the moment. Sorry, so far it is so promising at the moment on when it comes to VTubing. So I've got a lot on my hands on investigating when it comes to expanding my VTubing choice. And yeah, that's it for now. I guess that's the only thing I could report. Oh yeah, also I forgot to report one more thing. Currently, the status of my work is that within 2 days from now, this ship will be transiting onto Singapore. I'm not exactly sure if I will be called for watchkeeping during that time. I'm not sure if even watchkeeping was necessary at all, but I'm not exactly sure if our captain, but knowing the captain on how, let's say, nervous he is, or let's just say he's by the book type of guy, there's a possibility that I may be called on for night keeping watch, but I hope not, because it's certainly very disruptive on my regular routine work, and quite frankly, I'm not being paid enough to do that kind of work. So yeah, after 2 days, the ship will be transiting to to Brazil, and probably by next week there's a possibility that this ship will already have reached China, and discharging operations on China will commence. And of course, as usual, I have to ready my action camera and my spy camera to take full coverage and video on what is happening on my discharge operations. So yeah, oh yeah, one more thing I have to also add, this is the last one. I know I kinda, let's just say, went into bad terms with some of my crewmates, because I kinda turned down their more like their invitation for me to play basketball. Honestly, I was never good at basketball, and I never played basketball in my life. Well, I did play once, of course, but it was more like a necessity rather than I want to. And I know I have shot them down, but I have to tell it frankly and quite clearly that I do not play basketball, and forcing me to play basketball is not my kind of thing. And I am not, I'm just gonna say it clearly that I am not playing basketball, and I do not in any way play basketball. So there's no use forcing people to play one. And I shot them down earlier yesterday because I don't think that forcing me to play basketball is the right thing. It's just I don't like playing games at all, at least on the sports level. Well, yeah, a lot of people think I'm a very tall person for a Filipino. To be honest, I'm almost 5'9", 5'9" feet tall, but I don't think that height has anything to do why I should play basketball. Yes, my height is advantage on sports, but like I said, I do not play sports. And forcing people to do something that they don't feel like it is, well, let's just say going below the belt or beyond the line. So yeah, I know that's kind of bit of let's just say I don't want to shoot this disappoint everyone, but like I said, I don't play basketball, and forcing your opinions on other people isn't right. And on my case, I am not gonna be swayed by just simply they force me to play basketball, and I'm not gonna play it. So anyway, I just said it because I would just want to make it clear. So anyway, that will be the conclusion of my Naval Aviator blog journal session 0171. This is Operator 214. Have a great day, everyone, and see you again on my next blog journal session. So bye-bye for now.